Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran, and normally I don't talk about the Warcraft movie, but they revealed something really fucking crazy, and I want to talk about the goddamn motherfucking overlord himself, Sir Geras, the... what is the actual name? Dark Titan? The Fallen Titan? Basically the first Titan to fall into demonic rage and bring upon the Legion. So, with Legion coming out in a little bit, they are also putting out the World of Warcraft movie, and the main bad guy behind Demons is basically... he just got revealed. I have a picture for you guys on the screen. Now, World of Warcraft movie isn't something that I normally cover. Normally, I talk about the game World of Warcraft or the classes that I play, from Rogue, Warrior, Hunter, a bit of Monk, but mostly covering Rogue-based content. But seeing Sir Geras, I don't know, man, the nerd-gasms were real. I've always enjoyed World of Warcraft lore. I've enjoyed it ever since the game Warcraft 3. I did play Warcraft 2, but at the time I was too young to understand that there was a story to it. I just thought it was some strategy RTS-based game, which I couldn't play because I didn't know how to at all. And I just knew there was like... you had humans versus orc fights, and that's all I knew about it. But in Warcraft 3, you had a lot of depth. You have the Arthas story, you have the Thrall story to cover, Jaina's story, the attack on Nordrassil, the coming of Legion, the coming of the Scourge, Arthas turning into Lich King, Illidan going through the Dark Portal. Like, there's a lot of things that were covered in the campaign, as well as even stuff like, the initial build of Orgrimmar, with pandas. Pandaren were actually there for the building of Orgrimmar. Shan Stormstad was the panda, and I guess originally he was like a joke character, but he did serve a role and a function. It's just cool to see these things come together, not only in a game like World of Warcraft, but also now in a movie. And they revealed Sir Geras, basically. Now, as far as we know, they didn't say, nobody ever said, like, they just stood out and just said, yeah, that's Sir Geras, but we can only guess. Because from the lore, you had Medivh, who got possessed by Sir Geras when he was still in the womb of his mother. I think Aegwynn was her name. I don't have any of the list of information in front of me right now on Wiki. I'm just going kind of off of the memory that I remember. So while he was still in the womb, Sir Geras got defeated by Aegwynn, but he basically stored himself away in Medivh, and to be awakened way later. And when the orcs were about to pass through the Dark Portal, again, though this is lore, this isn't really spoilers for the movie, this is just lore that's been in the game. And when the orcs were about to pass through a Dark Portal, on one end Gul'dan was opening the portal, on the other was Medivh, and Medivh was kind of like behind all that, without really being fully conscious of it, sorta, kind of. So Medivh gets slain, and then the avatar of Sir Geras appears, and then they slay him and banish him back to the Twisted Nether. So it makes sense, and just to cover all the bases, I thought, okay, what if it's not Sir Geras? Who else could it be? And for some reason I thought Xavius, and Xavius was a guy who was originally actually... I looked up the wiki again just to refresh. He was a night elf, became a satyr, and night elves shouldn't be in the movie, quote unquote, because we're not in Kalimdor, and night elves are way up north in Kalimdor with the Emerald Dream and Druid sleeping. So as long as until we see orcs head into Kalimdor, we shouldn't see night elves. But you never know how the movie's going to turn out. But that brings me to another point. You never know how the Warcraft movie is going to turn out. They are probably going to adapt it for your channel audience rather than your World of Warcraft audience, and like they hinted at things like maybe Garona will be half human rather than half Draenei, just so the audience doesn't need to figure out who the hell Draenei are, even though they won't be in the movie. But it's, I don't know, I think it'll be so cool. I am pretty excited, and with Sir Geras, they might change the whole thing of like who the main bad guy is. But if that is Sir Geras, oh my god, the nerd-gasm will be real. I just hope it doesn't flop, kind of like the Batman vs Superman movie, which is a movie that was obviously designed for the comic book fans and the fans of the series, like the OG series, rather than your general audience, because after watching that movie, as somebody who doesn't really pay attention to DC comic books and comic book heroes that much, I was genuinely confused, but the action scenes were nice, so it was like, oh cool, I just feel like an action movie, not like a movie whose story I'll follow, even though I'm a big fan of like stories within movies. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about Sir Geras, and are you going to go see the World of Warcraft movie when it comes out? I know that I will. Thank you, and I will see you guys in the next video.